Welcome to the British Esports Student Champs National North Grand Finals. I am Waxin, joined by Boyo, bringing you this upcoming series between two titanic teams battling it to see who can make it to the LAN National Grand Finals and defend the North region versus the South. Boyo, welcome to the stream.
Thank you, Waxin. As said, it is the finals for the north side of the British Esports Student Champs. We've already got our South winners of Exeter, and who will be joining them at the LAN finals is to be decided today. CCSW Sandstorm on one side and the NCL Vikings on the other. Been a hard fought battle throughout the north so far, and of course, as per the same rules as the south side, it's going to be a best of 9, and kind of a big chat came last time around about best of 9 and how kind of interesting it is for these certain matches, because best of 7 already can be like, it gives a lot of opportunity for comebacks, it gives a lot of opportunity to grow within the series. Best of 9 even more so, not a commonly done thing in Rocket League Esports as a whole. So having it done here is really, really exciting, and I think because of that there's no point in delaying any time here. I think we should get things underway as quick as we can.
Yeah, let's get going, Boyo. I'm so excited. The teams are ready, we are ready, and the world is watching. This game of what is now doing some Rocket League galore of 9 and 9. Do you have any tips going into the underway?
I think off the bat, I think NCL Vikings are my favourite, but we'll have to kind of wait and see as time goes on. I think both of these teams have so much potential to win this, but certainly a good start as Berkey will find the first goal of the series. The pass down from Dom is perfectly placed, and Berkey just slips that in near post, gets the first goal for the NCL Vikings in a 1-0 start.
I mean, they really wanted to make you believe in them properly. You know, goal in first 11 seconds. It's a good start for them. As Sandstorm is a college with a lot of teams that have made grand finals this tournament. So let's see if the Rocket League guys can make it to LAN as well, or they will fall short. As nice demo right there coming in from Siren.
And of course, both of these teams are fighting for that opportunity to take down their South counterparts in that LAN final. Get also a chance to play on LAN. I think it can be understated a lot how much of a experience boost it is for a lot of these players who get to play on LAN for the first time, have that opportunity to try out on LAN and kind of have that weird environment, because it is really weird to play on LAN. It's a lot different than what players will be used to. It makes them feel a lot more uncomfortable. You're going to have kind of bright lights on you, some loud noise coming around you, have a lot of distractions that can be kind of hard to deal with, and having Student Champs offer that opportunity to practice in a LAN setting poises these players up for really good advantages in the future when they can hopefully have other LANs that they attend outside of Student Champs, where it's going to be even more pressure.
Yeah, no, I have to agree with you. That's a great point you're making. But this game one has actually quieted down after that first goal for going for the Vikings. As we said, that we get the Dom getting a demo back in. Quite hopeful to see a bit more action from the Sandstorm, because the Vikings don't need to do much more, as they are actually quite aggressive right now. But if they can hold on to this one goal lead, starting off the grand finals with a game 1 victory would be a great start.
Oh, it certainly would be. Every game counts. Of course, in the best of 9 you have a little bit more leeway to drop some games here and there, but of course you don't really want to be having to come back in any situation. So a 1-0 start, exactly what the NCL Vikings want, with Calamity taking that ball upfield. He's got some boost to play with here. Trying to get that pass into Send, and of course for people who maybe are used to watching but not used to playing Rocket League so much, you'll notice these new boost meters over the player name tags. Just as I'm making a new point, of course another goal comes in for the NCL Vikings. But yeah, as you can see here, the kind of most recent update of Rocket League adding in these boost meters on the name tags to the players, I think it's a very unique change to the game of not anything massive, but the slight difference is maybe allowing a lot more team play to come out, a lot cleaner in terms of communication and stuff like that, and of course you'll notice it as well as a viewer to enhance that experience as well. As NCL Viking, they love to score, and I'm not talking about the actual game itself. 3 goals now for NCL Vikings with half the game left to go.
Oh my goodness. I mean, it's already a statement and a half coming from them already. 3 goals in this game. Now, Boran, I said they were quiet for a little bit and they wanted to prove me wrong. As now Calamity is trying to get the ball ahead and maybe set up for Dom, who's gonna not quite connect with the net there, but it's actually gonna be a nice tap around again 4-0, and it's a tragedy. It's a hell of a start of a game for Sandstorm, who's trailing behind 4 goals halfway through map number 1.
They are just storming ahead. 4-0. And we're not even halfway done yet. The NCL side are showing no mercy against CCSW Sandstorm, and if they keep this up, this could be a very, well, as quick as the best of 9 can be. A very quick best of 9 if they keep up in this kind of fashion, because CCSW Sandstorm are having no opportunity to push up field right now. It has been all NCL.
Yeah, it's a one-team show. And if you're the side of Sandstorm, I gotta ask you, Boyo, what do you think? Are you even trying to get back into this game, or you're gonna just let it go and start from the scratch in game number 2? Because I mean, 2 minutes on the clock, and you're not even playing like a team that has made the grand finals. It's kind of wasting time right now, right? It is the 5th goal for NCL. I
mean, I think if they're attempting to make the comeback and working on your actual ball possession and the midfield presence here, it's going to be the right idea for CCSW. I think they kind of accepted they know they're not going to win this game. They're very much aware of that. But I think giving
also
it that
they
kind
need
of
to
effort
warm up, right?
Yeah. Bringing that kind of energy to the team and that momentum where you, even if you don't believe you can win, trying to win this game still, is going to boost the morale. It's going to give them a bigger opportunity to kind of fight through in future games, because if you're going to come out with this game losing 5-0, low energy, feeling a bit down because you got stomped, it's going to be really hard to get back into it. If you can end this game with even if they get 2 goals back or anything kind of form of a comeback and don't complete that comeback, the energy's at least going to be there. They're going to feel a lot happier, a lot more upbeat, thinking they do have a chance, knowing they can do this. So it's very, very pivotal to still give it their best effort here, and even if they're not going to win this game, at least bring the energy up for the team.
No, I agree with you, obviously. You might just get caught by surprise by an opponent that obviously has prepared and has warmed up efficiently in this grand final, but you really need to wake up in the last minute of play, not to turn it around, but, not to turn it around in this game, but to come in with new strengths in that game number 2.
Well, the clock ticks on down. CCSW haven't had a major chance on net just yet. Instead, Berkey going for goal number 6.
My goodness.
Just bullying the CCSW side right now. Great work by Berkey here. 4 goals to their name. Doesn't look to be slowing down anytime soon either. 6-0. And Waxing. Well, we already know this game's over, but for CCSW, it's the worse this gets. It's going to be a really hard run for game 2 and onwards if they can't figure something out fast.
Yeah, and it's kind of like you got to get a goal in just to like for your honor, right? You don't really want to start 6-0 down, but like every attempt is just completely halted. Dom is having a flawless game in the midfield, just defending and then pushing forward, and then Calamity with the... Well, Calamity didn't even get to get that much action. I've received Forceful right now, trying a bit of action. Siren, okay, that's I think way too high, as Dom again up in the air, turns it around. 10 seconds, Boyo. And like I was saying, I feel like the Sandstorm really need to get one in for their confidence, but I don't think they have the capacities for the last 3 seconds, as the ball will drop. And game number 1, what a dominating performance from the Vikings.
Dominant is one way to put it, I think. 6 goals to 0. It was 8 shots taken to the 4 as well for the CCSW Sandstorm side. The Vikings showed absolutely no mercy, to be completely honest with you. And if they keep this up, it would be a 5-0 sweep. I don't think it will be exactly that. I think CCSW have the capability in them, and I want to go see that now, so let's get into game number 2. But if they don't figure something out, then the NCL Vikings, they are having a sweep on their hands. So CCSW have got to act fast.
Well, back-to-back games, they didn't have that much of a break from the Sandstorm, but hopefully they will have something to show as we commence yet another set of 5 minutes. But it's already, great save from Forceful. We really needed to stop that early aggression from the Vikings as it keeps going. The ball's bouncing. Forceful tries to put up to help Siren. Got a contact, gonna get the extra boost. They have a domination dome, taking Forceful out. And, okay. They're still in possession of the ball. This is much better start from the Sandstorm. They just need to convert.
Better start. We're going to see more shooting coming out from them here. They were held back a lot, and even the shots they were taking were not too impactful either.
Yeah,
the backboard now, and The attack does persist for the Vikings, but Waxen, with every failed attempt here for the Vikings, it gives an opportunity for Sandstorm to make it upfield, but they're just not doing anything with it yet.
Okay, well, they did good for like 25 seconds, and then as soon as the Vikings turned around, they put a bit of pressure, 15, 20 seconds, and scoring again. Siren was not that far away from it, but still, you need to be there in time. It's fair to say, Boyo, that NCL is an absolute menace. And if you make even the slightest mistakes, 0.5 seconds too late and you're losing the game. And look at him, the relentless pressure. Again, Berkey jumping up in the air. But it's not going to allow the Sandstorm to do anything as Dom turns it around. Okay, I'm afraid that this is not going to be a competitive grand final, which is not a happy thing. I wanna say it's like, you know, grand finals we like them to be close, especially if it's a best of 9. Please, Siren, connect to the ball. Okay. Thoughts on that play?
This is a mess in the defense there. Forceful, unlucky, not going to get that touch. Kieran bumped out the way, launched by Birkin, and then Callum just can't make it back to net. It was very well played by NCL, playing off of their opponent's mistakes, but I think it's quite frankly that. It was a lot of mistakes being made that cost them that goal to concede. Mistakes that they should not be making, and NCL are going to punish you for your mistakes. They have shown that already just in game 1 and the start of game 2 alone. You can't allow them that opportunity. You have to play without these mistakes happening, because NCL, we've not had to see them play really proactively just yet. It's all very reactive gameplay, and because of the style here, and I guess the issues coming out from CCSW, that is working to an absolute T. But against a lot of other teams, that should not be the case. Like, you have to play proactively a lot. You have to make your chances yourself rather than just waiting for someone to mess up.
Well, I mean, it's quite hard, obviously. Like, we're waiting for the opponents to mess up, but then also you have to play flawless game and not mess up yourself, because the Vikings will take advantage of every single inch you give them. And speaking of inches, they're not even allowing Forceful to get close to the box, just stopping him halfway through. But CLM gonna try to maybe join in and connect with. Ooh, and that might have been the biggest chance we saw from the Sandstorm for the entirety of the game, and it's gonna finally be converted into a goal from Forceful. And it took them a while, but hey, after 7.5 minutes of play, they managed to get one for their side.
In the space of 2 games, it's been 8 goals conceded and 1 goal scored for the Sandstorm side, but 2-1 in game number 2 means a lot closer than it originally sounds. Game 1, that slate does not matter anymore. Now let's hear what they can do now. Half the game left to go. Hunting for an equaliser as the Sandstorm stay, but the NCL Vikings not going to let it come easy. They are hunting for that 2-goal lead once more. They want that safety net. Rocket League is a game, an esport, where a 1-goal lead, even a 2-goal lead, is often never safe. And honestly, when I'm watching one of my favourite teams in Rocket League, I'm terrified when they have a 1-goal lead. It gives me the fear. So if you're a NCL Vikings fan or a player, you want them to have this 2-goal lead. You want that security net, because the game, it can switch so quickly, and it's hard to deal with that.
Yeah, sometimes even impossible. So hopefully the Sandstorm have the tools that they need to actually convert this, well, mental pressure that's there. But look at Berkey just bumping around. And now CLM is going to push it, but no Dom is going to jump in time. In the end, it will be defended by Siren. And look at Berkey again. Impeccable defending, like I said, again from NCL. And now what a turnaround. But Siren is going to be there to just halt that aggression. But look at what a tap up in the air for Dom. In the end, all 3 players from the Sandstorm need to go back for that ball.
Upfield for Kieran. That's a good catch now. Looking for the pass over to Callum, he will receive. Forceful. Beaten out by Calamity. A bump on Callum in the back line does cause some disruption, but good receive by Forceful and a pass back into centre. He's left that ball for Callum, perfectly played. A good chance for a shot under the bar, and CCSW Sandstorm tie up the game.
There we go, Boyo. We wanted them to do it. You talked about, you know, 1-goal lead is not enough, and now we see it. The Sandstorm bringing back to equal. This game number 2, especially the later portion, seems to have resurrected the Sandstorm squad, as Siren already going for an aggressive pop out, taking Dom out in the LM, but no, the net, oh, there he is. What a bounce from Forceful, but then a relentless pressure from Dom. Siren needs to push it away, but no, He's gonna serve it on a plate for Berkey.
Of course, we saw how amazing that forceful save was, and huge credit to him and Callum and Kieran for keeping that ball away for so long. But you've got to give credit for NCL Vikings keeping that pressure, sustaining that attack, not allowing for a clear to come on out, and punishing the Sandstorm side for any mistake that they made. 3-2 now for the NCL Vikings. It's a really good look, and with 40 seconds to go, it could be goal number 4. No. A brilliant touch from Berkey, and he made the Sandstorm team look like fools.
It felt like his teammate, I believe it might have been Dom, jumped in as a fake. Siren went to follow Dom, but disallowed. I mean, didn't stop the ball in the process. And now 2-goal lead yet again, 35 seconds. Boyo, this is going to be a tough mountain to climb for the Sandstorm.
4-2, 30 seconds to go. Into centre, it's Callum, shot onto net, going to go wide. Here's Calamity, looks for the touch on it, can't find it either. Berkey. Now let that ball go wide over to Callum. Good catch, and off to the ceiling it will go. A pass into centre from Dom, keeping that ball away from the Sandstorm side. There is still a chance, but that chance is running out of time. 10 seconds to go. If they don't score here, well, that chance is over, and well, certainly so, that will be the case. 2-0 incoming for the NCL Vikings. They take game 2 and a much closer affair this time around.
Yeah, if it weren't for the last 40 seconds of brilliancy from the Vikings, this could have went overtime, right? The Sandstorm actually put on quite a good performance on the back of Forceful showing up to play. 2 goals, 4 saves, including that, very narrow save, which in the end still was converted. But I think Forceful definitely impressed me that game number 2, despite them being on the losing side.
Interestingly as well, it was a way closer game in terms of score, but the shot differential so much more dominant for the Vikings this time around. It was 14 shots to 4 this time around, I believe being 10-6 or 10-4 last time. So the defense from Sandstorm has stepped up big time. We just need to see more from their offense. As we get into game number 3 now, they have to act fast because 3-0 down, comebackable for sure, especially in a best of 9, but it's going to be hard work.
Yeah, definitely. Backs against the wall, and it's going to be game number 3 going underway as we have the Sandstorm trying to hold up this complete dominating performance from the Vikings, and they need to actually take the lead for once, Boyo.
We'll try and take the lead. Early on, a bit of pressure could be a good start. Saved and away by Berkey. Forceful left on his lonesome, and Dommy. Oh, that is so rude. Just takes him out with the demo, and Berkey, he just gets to drive in the straight line, no questions asked.
I mean, I gotta say, Dom just going in and completely blowing out the defender. And I mean, I said I want the Sandstorm to start one goal up, maybe, to see if they can maintain their lead. But now they're playing from behind again. And this time, it was an even faster goal. First, game number 1, we had an 11-second goal. Now, a 9-second goal. And 10 seconds later, they replicated again. Boyo, if you are the coach or the captain of Sandstorm, what do you tell your players right now?
It's hard to say exactly, but it's got to be something along the lines of, like, the teamwork aspect is lacking, and I think they're getting very disjointed overall. I think they are getting nervous because of this kind of situation they're in. The first game especially being 6-0, that second game being 4-2 when he had a good chance, now starting 2-0 down as well. Nerves are going to be getting to these players. They're going to be feeling very down and out about this series. So a big thing that the coach can really do now, or the captain, is try and get everyone's mental in check. It's as much of a mental game as it is basically a physical game in terms of your actual gameplay. You have to have a good mental here, and if not, it is going to crumble to pieces. The teamwork is going to take a hit because of that. The individual play even taking a hit. Players getting nervous. Players maybe get a bit too antsy and overcommit, go for chances they shouldn't be going for. And we're not seeing exactly those issues yet from the Sandstorm side, but we're certainly getting close to it. That's a good bit of work for them to get a goal back, but they've still got more to do.
It's better, like you said, it's better, and it's going to be again on the back of a forceful, great splash throw in the corner. I like that goal effect. It's probably one of my favorite ones, especially the sound edition is very nice. But again, 1 goal down, but they have 4 minutes to play, right? 4 minutes can make or break a match. And look at Forceful. What a beautiful interception. It's going to jump up from the top post, and CLM will try to push it back in, but great defending. Oh my goodness, Calamity jumping in just in the very last moment to save that one.
Even when CCSW have a great chance on net, there's always someone there from the NCL side to stop them. It's a clear upfield. Dom's a wide open net. We get a touch on it. Yes, he can. Goal number 3 for the Vikings. 3-1. 90 seconds have only gone on by, and the Vikings show no sign of stopping.
They are relentless, and they're out for blood. They're not Vikings. It feels more like sharks, or I don't even know, some sort of Mongolian conqueror, because the Vikings are completely on a different level. But again, Sandstorm really need to turn this around. If they can play... Oh, forceful! What an attempt!
It's a good attempt, but that's all it was, unfortunately. 3-1 here in game number 3. And once again, it's the same old, same old. Sandstorm have to act fast, or else this game will just slip away from them. Burke is up to the backboard. Callum will get the save away. You see this ball upfield, and dead Calamity over to Dom. Shot onto net, and to be saved by Vorstful. That rolls on in off the sidewalk. The pressure persists for the Vikings.
It's gonna be CLM having to battle versus Berkey and Calamity, and will get an assist. But look at Dom already coming in, trying to keep it into the half of the Sandstorm. Halfway through this game number 3, and probably the closest game we've had thus far. And look at Berkey. Hello, Dom's gonna help him with that. I thought Berkey was just going for his own goal for a second there.
Oh, I didn't like that positioning there from the Sandstorm defense. I think it was Callum there setting it at a weird angle. Luckily, they went for the ball rather than the demo. I think if he got demoed, that would have been another goal for the NCL side. Positional errors being made by the Sandstorm team. I think because of that, they're not really getting themselves open for passes. They're not getting themselves open to defend well, to help each other out. This teamwork aspect is starting to crumble a little bit, feeling a lot more disjointed than what I would like to see. They have an opening now that should be a goal. No one's back. The NCL Vikings getting a little bit too antsy for goal number 4, and instead they will be punished.
CLM, calm indeed. I assume that's what it's short for. Managing to bring one back, but the time is running lower and lower, right? You had 4 minutes when you were 1 goal down. Now there's 2 minutes and you're still 1 goal behind. Obviously, even going for 3-3 play overtime might be the best showing from the Sandstorm. As look at the ball just heading towards. Oh my goodness! Just a slightly faster bounce might have actually converted to a goal. As look at Forceful meeting Dom halfway up in the air, kind of tried to get another tap in, but will not connect with that one, and now has to fall back in the defense, as Dom will also not be able to fly for long enough. Look at Berkeley. Not Berkeley, it's Berkey, my apologies. And look at Dom, this time around, this demo mid-air, and Forceful with the one-man army play, bouncing for himself, demolishing the opponents, and scoring the goal to finally bring it back to a 3-3.
Another overcommitment error here from NCL. I think they're getting a little bit too confident with their leads and pushed everyone up there when they could have had someone play back. They pushed 2 up, instantly lost the challenges, and now they're down in their 3rd game of the season. I think this is the first time that Sandstorm have had a lead. And this is came from the kickoff goal, so I can't really call them out too much for it. It's just bad positioning and unfortunate kickoff. But the previous 2 goals have came from NCL getting way too confident, pushing up way too far. And it's cost them 2 goals now, and potentially even cost them the game.
Boyo, with 70 seconds on the clock, if you're on the side of Sandstorm, do you just go for desperate defense, or are you going to still try to be aggressive? As right now, they don't even give the chance to be aggressive. As I say that, Forceful is actually pushing it ahead. So what's the plan, Boyo? You just play the defensive all the time? 50 seconds, you got to get your first map victory?
I don't think it's the right idea. I think playing defensive causes more mistakes to happen. I think you play the same game you're playing because it's working. You don't want to overcommit, you don't want to be too aggressive, but you also don't want to give them the opportunity to shoot. Extend the lead exactly like this from Callum, makes it 5-3, and Sandstorm now with 40 seconds left, surely going to secure this game now.
Well, they were on the same page as you, my friend, because your theory was completely correct. It's like, no, let's not defend. Let's keep on playing our game. Let's keep going for these goals. And now extending this lead with 40 seconds on the clock. I mean, obviously, the Vikings have previously scored 2 goals in 20 seconds, so they have plenty of time to do it again. But the Sandstorm, they must be putting everything on the table to maintain this lead or even extend it for their first game victory, as Berkey goes for a demo. And now, nice attempt from Dom. Ooh, beautiful block again from Forceful, who's having a hell of a game.
Yeah, Vorsful and Kieran are doing some great work in defense to keep that ball out of harm's way and try and secure this game. With 10 seconds left, the game pretty much over. The clock dies on down. Calamity will try for one hero play. Not going to work out there. Vorsful does find the save. The ball touches the ground. And CCSW Sandstorm find their first win of the series. Not going to be a sweep, I'll tell you that much.
They have done it, and now, Boyo, it's gonna be key for us to see. Did the momentum change completely? Did it shift from the hands of the Vikings for the Sandstorm, who didn't just win a narrow game, they didn't score the golden goal, it wasn't a 1-goal difference, they were down 3-1 and managed to come back and get 4 back-to-back goals in order to return the result into 5-3.
Well, as we head in for game number 4, Sandstorm can keep this up. We'll have a series on our hands, but will the NCL Vikings allow them to? Let's get game 4 underway. Hope I'm keeping things waiting here. You can see CSW Sandstorm. Can they play off of this momentum? They're still getting outshot exponentially. Their defense has really been their saving grace, but they can't always rely on that. Of course, that game it worked, but eventually they've got to start shooting more and they've got to start scoring more of those shots. That game was great, but can they keep it up?
Only a single game deficit right now. No early goal for the Vikings this time around. As Callum just flying through the air, but it's going to be Callum versus Calamity, and Calamity comes out on top. So Forceful still trying to pull the big weight of his team. But look at Siren. Ooh, the tap will not be quite enough, but look at Callum. Ooh, another nice interception from the side of the Vikings, and it's still 0-0 after the first 40 seconds. This is the first game with no goals up until this point.
Over to Burkett. Pass and center to Dom. Brilliant pass.
Wow.
And a brilliant bit of positioning there from Dom as well. That's good teamwork right there. It's Calamity over to Burkett, and Dom situated perfectly in the midfield, and no defenders ready for that save because they don't know who's going to shoot. They have to spread out so much. A goal for the NCL side means that momentum for CCSW has been quickly eliminated.
Yeah, I think I jinxed the Sandstorm, my friend. I was saying, oh, there was no goals yet. Oh, well, look at Berkey. Maybe with a bit of a cocky play. He wants to just take the ball alone, go around. Okay, yeah, it's just, he's like, asking the Sandstorm, come and play. We've got the advantage. You got to go and get the ball if you want to score. And now in the end, it's going to be Berkey. Still 100% boost. Passes the ball back to Forceful. Interesting tactical decision.
Something doesn't seem right here, I'm going to be honest. But we'll keep going, we'll see what happens.
Dom is not moving, I think that might be it. I can see Dom's not moving currently.
I feel like someone had a disconnect and we've got the bots in. I don't know what is going on, to be honest. I really have no idea.
This is truly bizarre, but now Storm is joined the server.
It's just all bots. There's all just the bots that are in the server.
I'm very confused. Hey, I mean, this is the, what would we call this? It's not the JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, it's the Vikings Bizarre Adventure, as we're now commentating a bots game, Boyo. This is a first time for everything. Do you think these bots go to college in the UK?
I wish I could tell. I mean, let's keep going with the bots. Let's see what happens to the bots, I guess, you know? I mean, I don't think the bots are very good from what I'm able to tell here, but Storm's got to run on the ball. He's on the wrong team here. You know, he's not on the Sandstorm team, but it'll work. He's a good pass at the center from Storm, but not going to get a goal. Players slowly getting back in, but I don't know what's going on anymore. I'll be so honest with you.
This is top tier content, ladies and gentlemen, only here at the Student Champ National North Finals, where we now have a full team of players versus 2 bots and a player. Berkey, the only representative for the Vikings, still on the server, and Forceful is about to take advantage of that. Want to get the ball to Callum. No, Callum's not moving either yet, so he's just on the server, but AFK, and it's essentially a 1 versus 1 right now. Callum versus Forceful. It was Berkey versus Forceful.
So all of the Sandstorm players are here, and all the Viking players, I guess they're playing now. Okay, we're back to playing apparently, and there might be a goal coming from it, but Calamity will get the save. Forceful clears it out to the corner. There's a minute 40 to go, and I mean, we pretty much just gave Vikings a game win right here, I guess.
Sorry, Boyo, I'm completely stunned. This is this is like
don't
chess
worry.
content, right? You know, chess, the best players in the world, they're like chess bots. I think this is what we're trying to replicate here with Rocket League. But look at Forceful. Forceful's like, nah, I'm much better than all of the AI companions added here by Psyonix or Epic Games. So let me just show you my ball skills.
So does this game count? I don't even know this game counts in the scene. They're playing. They're still going. I don't
This
know.
is a
what's
grand
gonna-
final, by the way. I'm just reminding everybody at home. These teams are
Yeah.
playing for a spot at the LAN Grand Finals, which honestly could be the first LAN showing for some of these players, the kickstart of their career. So that's why we see Forceful actually really tryharding right now, despite not knowing what the consequences will be of this little incident.
I wouldn't call what Force's doing tryharding. He hasn't hit the ball in a while. He's been driving around it. And now the players are making a stack of players in the net. Oh, here we are. Kieran and Calamity making a little stack. Oh, very well done.
This
Very,
is
very impressive.
was this you when you were a kid, Boyo? Little Boyo playing with his Hot Wheels, just stacking the cars up.
Yeah, pretty much. Oh well, with 10 seconds left, the game has almost came to conclusion. I have no idea if this is going to count as a win for the Vikings or not. I'll just let the overlay do the talking, and it could be 3-1. And I don't know what's going on. I'll be so honest.
I let the overlay do the talking as I'm getting word right now from the higher ups, and oh, Boyo, that counted. Does that now make Storm the first bot to win a map in a grand finals?
I think it might be. I mean, there is. I'm pretty sure a bot uncounted.
No,
Never mind.
production is telling me, psych, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay, we've been told that the overlay is wrong, but it didn't count.
I see. So, Boyo, I know what it is. Well, I'll tell you what it is, right? This is a prank, but someone doesn't have the calendar right. It's the 1st of May. Someone thought it's the 1st of April. They went for a really, really April Fool's Day. That's what happened.
Yeah, I get my Aprils and Mays mixed up all the time. Well, let's get ready for the actual game number 4 now. The overlay's lying to you, do not trust it. Game number 4. And this time it's for real. Ignore the overlay. It's already won over NCL Vikings.
No. I think they.
I think that was intent. I think that was getting the goal back from earlier. I think.
Yeah. I think that makes
okay.
sense. Yeah.
There we go. We're back on track. Just ignore that overlay.
Beautiful. This is some of the highest tier Rocket League I've seen in my life. As we now have. Wait, whoa, Forceful. I was just about to say another goal going for the Vikings, but Forceful coming in with a save at the very last moment as we're trying to recompose ourselves. And Forceful! Oh my goodness, someone is angry off of what happened in the previous, previous game.
Well, 1-1. And things are very swiftly tied up. In game number 4. It's 2-1 to NCL Vikings in the series, looking to make it free. A slight intermission there in the middle, but it's nevertheless over to Forceful. Pass downfield to Dom, and it's Callum now rising high for this ball, a chance onto net. Burke has time to fake it. And a launch upfield, Callum rushing for it, will find the demo as well. Over to Dom now. Good touch pass 1. Bosso waiting on the back ball, should be able to get the clear away as well. The Calamity. Keeping the pressure alive, what can he do with it? Rolling it into centre, Burke is waiting, but can't receive.
Okay, 4 minutes left, and it's equal. The Sandstorm, we saw that if they can take the lead, they can maintain it. They just need to get another one in, and they need to do it before Berkey's gonna do something mad yet again, jumping, ooh, bouncing that ball. I thought there might have been a chance to go over Callum, but no. Callum now gonna give the ball back actually to Calamity, and looking Forceful, picking it up in the air, trying to dodge, but Dom is gonna stop that in midair. Now look at Berkey plus Dom. They want to go for that, and Callum is not gonna get there in time, as Dom is gonna get the second on the board for the Vikings.
Second goal for the Vikings. They extend their lead. They find it once again. CCSW Sandstorm are certainly making things harder now, but the Vikings, they just don't slow down. They remain on top. Of course, the last game that actually counted was that game loss that they had against the Sandstorm side. So looking for a comeback, looking to extend their lead once again. That's off to the backboard now. And Vorspel. Pass over to the side, Calamity to Dom into centre. He turns on it off the backboard, could get something out of it, but Vorspel denies.
Another attempt. This time it's going to be Berkey plus Calamity, but look at Siren doing a great job for just a little while as Calamity puts a halt to that attempt, and now it's Vorspel again. I gotta be honest with you, Boyo, demolishing Vorspel seems like the play for me, because so far on the side of Sandstorm, he feels like has been the most valuable player for the Sandstorm, right?
Oh, 100%. He's been doing so much for the attack of the Sandstorm side, and Kieran and Callum have done a great job in that defense aspect, but the defense is not where they've been lacking. They've made some really good saves, especially in recent time, noting game one. Yeah. But it is their offense that they need to work on. It is their offense that, you know, is going to win them the games here. Vorspel had a great opportunity, but just going to miss out on the good touch.
Halfway through this game number 4, and it's going to be Vorspel this time, picking it up from defense. Callum's a bit late as Calamity jumps up, pops the ball in the air, and now going to try to connect 2-3 defenders. Jumping to defend that one to save that attempt, and Berkey, another beautiful long pass, but there's nobody there to confess. As I said, that Calamity goes for the shot, not on mark, as Vorspel just bounces it to the left. Yet again, Siren to Callum. Up in the air. Do we have anyone to follow up? Doesn't seem to be the case.
Berkey trying to get it past Vorspel, no success. Time running out, 2 minutes still to go. A 1-goal difference remains. Over to Dom. With Callum at the back line, should be getting demos here. Dom, passing opportunity, trying to get it past Vorspel, no success. Over to Berkey once again. Callum going to get taken out once more. Vorspel, a heavy touch out centre to Calamity. Dom had the chance to push on this, but he's going to play it safe. Finally gets involved, but not communicating that well with Calamity. A double commit means they lose possession. Berkey will catch this ball and try and keep things going for the Viking side. But that loss of possession gives us a bit of a break for Sandstorm here. Gives them a chance to start something of their own.
Time is ticking though, and it's ticking in favor of the Vikings. Look at Vorspel, some beautiful aerial play, but in the end, he will ran out of steam as Callum intercepted middle, and now tries to pursue forward, but Calamity, always ever so safe pair of hands of Calamity in the defense for the Vikings as we enter the final 60 minutes of this game number 4.
Also to say this Calamity now, big launch up field, should be Kieran to get the save, easy touch to make. Bit heavy on the approach there, means that once again that clearance not going to be the best. Berkey in centre, going to hit the bar, away it goes from Callum. 2-1, the scoreline remains, 40 seconds left to go. Calamity gets a ball in possession, 0 boost in the tank, but going to stall for some time. Berkey has boost, Dom has boost, the pass into centre. Just stalling some more, not giving Sandstorm a chance to attack. It's something they have done well all series long. Keep Sandstorm from even having attacking opportunities, and they're just keeping that up to an absolute T. 20 seconds now, and the Sandstorm side having no hope at getting a goal.
Yeah, it doesn't seem to be the case as they have 10 seconds to create another opportunity, and Callum might just create one for himself right now. Can he turn around? But no, it's going to be Dom. Forceful ball up in the air, 4 seconds, 3 on the clock, 2. Callum jumping in, it's going to go down, not going to connect, and the ball will most probably fall. No, they're still keeping up in the air. We still have another chance. Siren throws it up, down. Berkey just needs to connect to the 4, but Callum going to try to stop it, and it's going to succeed. Now another attempt, everybody jumping for it, but it's going to be Berkey putting the ball down, and the Vikings, now they get their 3rd victory in this best-of-9 series.
3-1, the series score goes, and a big win there for the Vikings, getting one step closer from taking this best-of-9 and going to the LAN finals. As we get ready for game number 5, of course Sandstorm have been keeping things close, but can they pull it off? Can they make this comeback and give us a 3-2 potentially?
Well, let's see if the Sandstorm have what it takes to come back into this one, or if the Vikings will get themselves even closer to facing Exeter, the winners of the South Division of the LAN Grand Finals, as Callum is coming off hot. They had a goal earlier from the kickoff, but this time it will be deterred.
That's over to Vorspel. He sends it high. It's Kieran onto net, going to be saved by Dom once more. Vorspel around this back wall, and Dom going to get a big launch away upfield. He rushes back for this ball. Vorspel. We need some help here from Kieran to get the clear away. Not going to be ideal. Vorspel floundering. Kieran sends it high, and finally a big launch upfield. Over to Callum now, a turn of pressure. CCSW Sandstorm, great teamwork to get that clear away. Not going to get the goal out of it though.
Time is running again, but this time no goals. The Sandstorm, like I said many times already in the past 3 games, they need to score first if they really want to put the pressure on Vikings. The Vikings have only played from behind once, and they have been punished. So you got to put them again in positions where they feel uncomfortable. Callum fighting on the edge versus Dom. Callum comes on top. We need Siren to assist him, but in the end, ooh, Berkey, Forceful, everybody's joining in. They've got the lead. Sandstorm playing in the opponent's half, but no, the ball will get intercepted again by Berkey.
Passing to centre, no success. Over to Calamity now. Kieran tries to get the clear away. Forceful will catch. Berkey up for the touch. Sends it out to the side. Forceful. Push that one out to the corner. With Berkey into centre now, it'll be Callum to receive once again. The pass is out to the side. Calamity ready for the dunk. No success. What can Berkey do with this ball? One soft touch gets it past one. And Dom into the back wall as well could cause some fear for the Sandstorm side. They remain goalless now after 90 seconds gone on by. And the NCL Vikings hunting to send themselves to match point.
Very, very close to doing so. 3 minutes and the goal keeps away. Oh my goodness, they're trying so hard. Callum and Forceful, none of them manages to convert, and now Siren has to go and assist, but Forceful has to fall back in the defense. Callum is actually going to bump his teammate, but no, that's going to allow Dom and Calamity to tag team and score again.
1-0, and it's the Vikings a double commit in defense. One mistake from Forceful and Callum, and it cost them. 1-0,
That's all what was needed,
3 minutes to go, and they have just got to clean up these double commits. Communication is key in these situations.
Now playing from behind yet again. You slowly see your dream of making the LAN finals fade away. There's still a comeback potential. There's still a reverse sweep always there. But you really need to get your engine going, no pun intended. Because otherwise, other than that game number 3, it has been all Vikings.
Pass up over to Dom. Touch on down, not going to work just yet. Here's Calamity off the back wall into centre. Callum had to get that clear away. Calamity gets taken out. It's left to Berkey in the back line. Solo going to find the save on Forceful shot. A big launch up field means that the attack will persist. It's Berkey onto net, saved well once again. Game number 5, and it just feels so similar to what we saw earlier. The Vikings just disallowing Sandstorm so many chances.
Yeah, just shutting down every single attempt. There's not even a consistent danger. There's a bit of danger, and then you pop it back out of your half, and the Sandstorm takes so long to get the ball back into position. As I say that, they almost had it for a second as Berkey versus Callum will fight in the middle. Siren gonna come in with a nice assist, but Calamity is also there to keep it back up in the air. Forceful pops it a bit closer to the net, but again, no teammate to assist in that scenario. Now Dom will again push the Vikings onto the aggression.
Good work by Dom here. Off to the backboard, Kieran can't get a touch, shot onto net, and to go high. Dom, he waits one back as Berkey plays this ball. Looking for a pass, can't find it. He Dom pushed him a little bit too far here. These Calamities to bail him out. It's Callum to the back wall. Good positioning there from Dom means that Calamity can get that clearance away. Off to the backboard. A minute left to go. If nothing is done by Sandstorm, it will be the NCL Vikings that are making their way to match point.
Yeah, 55 seconds, and Vorsel's going to push it ahead again. But it's not even a jump. Now the Sandstorm trying to do something. The Vikings are also going to try to get back on the offense as Forceful. Again, the one-man show. Callum got to jump in for it, but what a save from Dom. Very, very narrow. Another chance from the Vikings. Sorry, from the Sandstorm that was halted by the Vikings. And now, look at Calamity. Nice setup. Up in the air. Gonna get in contact with it. No, as Callum pushes back. But look at Dom fighting at the middle field. It's a bloodbath. Who can come in closer and Forceful with another shot attempt, not converting.
Up to the back wall, it's Dom. 50-50 by Kieran will shut him down. Over to Calamity now, looking for the launch upfield, can't find it. Forceful round the back wall, pass down to Kieran, denied once again. Time is running out, 10 seconds to go. CCSW Sandstorm have a long way to go here. The length of the pitch, and they cannot let this ball touch the ground. But they'll have none of that happen. Instead, NCL Vikings to secure the game. 2-0. They take game 5 and they head to match point.
I guess they didn't let the ball touch the ground, right? They tried to stick to the game plan on the side of the Sandstorm. They wanted to keep the ball in the air, and so did the Vikings, because the Vikings wanted to double their goals. And I'm looking at the shots. I believe it was 8-3, if I had the chance to see that correctly, in that entire
8-5
game.
it was. 8-6 actually.
Okay.
There we go.
Okay, so way closer. Well, mathematics, way closer. But in the end, the Sandstorm is like trailing behind so many games.
Yeah.
Boya, what is there for them to do if they want to go for the reverse sweep of the century?
Honestly, I don't know at this stage. They're 4-1 down. They'd have to win 4 games in a row, which are going to be very, very difficult to do. Don't know if they're going to have it in them, but we'll have to wait and see. Our potentially final game of the series, if the Vikings can win it, or it could be the start of an amazing comeback for Sandstorm. Let's get it underway.
I would love to see the comeback from the Sandstorm, but I don't know if I believe anymore. I'm usually a Cinderella story type believer, but yeah, I mean, this one is going to be a tough one to happen, as the Vikings have played some of the most beautiful Rocket League we've seen this season in Student Champs. Forceful again, trying everything in his power, but it's going to be Berkey with a save.
Over to Callum at the side wall. Going to be caught well by Berkey. Got a launch downfield here from Dom over to Berkey once again. Saved by Kieran, but awkward for Vorstful. He makes one save at Berkey, keeping the pressure alive. Will not allow him to find another touch. Goal number 1 for NCL.
Time and time again, they keep conceding this first goal of every single game, and then the Vikings, they don't necessarily double or triple up, just play with an advantage and take every opportunity they can. Because when you play one goal down, you might make mistakes because you're desperate to bring it back in your favor. And the Vikings have had a game plan that they stuck to throughout this best-of-9 series. And now the Sandstorm, 4 minutes away from seeing their chances of the grand final fade, well, for at least another whole year.
And the corner. It's over to Callum. Chance onto net off the bar. It will go, no success. Berkey puts this ball downfield, a good 50-50. Another touch not going to be found just yet. Instead, over to Vorstful. Calamity, good shutdown. Callum what can he do with it? Not too much. Double commit from the NCL side. You have to be careful here. A bit of an overcommit. Luckily for them, not going to be punished in time, but they have got to be careful about those plays.
Ball up in the air, but it's only going to be another 2 defenders of the Vikings. It's Berkey and Calamity. Again, trying to advance and pass it onto Dom in the office. Cyan is going to say no, and look at Calamity, sending it all the way into Callum's hands. But Dom still there, pushing the ball closer and closer to the Sandstorm net.
Over to Vorstful. Calamity trying to do something with it, can't get the ball very far. Dom will try, but beaten to it by Vorstful. Back to Calamity, it is in the net. Berkey, position well, gets himself some boost, ready to play once more. Double commit, but to get the clearance away. No harm, no foul. Good save by Berkey. The pressure persists for the CCSW Sandstorm side, but a tale as old as new, they just can't finish it off.
Berkey again, got to jump in. Ooh, saved by the post in that position. I thought it was going to be all done, 2 goals lead, and what a demo from Calamity, just popping Siren out. And now Berkey going to try to lay it up, but it's not going to be successful. As Calamity and Dom, ooh, that could have been a nice 1-2 in the end, will not connect. Callum, can you get there in time? You cannot. Vorstful forced again to go back. As Calamity gonna jump over, but Vorstful, again, the saving grace for the Sandstorm, trying to put on a clinic at both offense and defense.
And Berkey off the ceiling, looks for the touch on it, can't find it. Vorstful sends that ball downfield, going to be caught well by Dom. Looks for the bump on Kieran, not going to connect either. 2 minutes to go, and it's Berkey staying on this ball. A second goal could cement it. Flip reset, can't find the other one. Callum, good save. There was still a chance here for the Sandstorm side, but they have got to score. They have got to get this offense underway. Instead, they can see that that chance starts to crumble.
We've been saying it's fading away, and now it's almost completely out of their hands. 2 goals. They've done it once That one game the Sandstorm won, they were down 2 goals. It was 3-1, and they managed to come back and win 5-3. They need to pull another one of those performances out of the back, but not if Berkey is going to make it a 3-goal lead for the Vikings, who not only have 4 games up to 1, but also 3 goals ahead in what could very well be the end of the Sandstorm for the Student Champs 2024.
They just do not want to lose. The Vikings 3-0 in what could be their final game, and what is certainly looking like it will be their final game before making it to the LAN finals. Berkey off to the side. Just need to stall for time. It will be a goal for the Sandstorm team, and they do give themselves a little bit of hope. There's 90 seconds, 2 goals to make it to overtime. They do have a chance, but they have to work so hard for it.
Let's see if it's gonna be too late. 90 seconds is what keeps the Vikings from making the grand final, and the Sandstorm will have to put on the performance of a lifetime, starting with Vorsful up in the air. Gonna send it towards Callum, and ooh, that was a great rapid interception from Berkey.
Calamity in front of net, can't make the save. CCSW Sandstorm have certainly made this a game. A minute 20 to go. And there's only 1 goal in it.
That is... Are you a believer, Boyo? Because I think I might just be... Come on, 3-2, 80 seconds. We need 1 more at least to take us to overtime, as we now have Callum again up in the air, trying to set up for someone in his team, but Berkey's going to intercept that beautifully. And now Dom pushing it into Forceful. They're trying to claim, but look at it, Calamity and Dom up on the offense for the side of the Vikings. And 1 more goal might just be too much for Sandstorm to overcome if they concede.
If there's ever a good time to make a comeback, that time is now. Forceful. Going to be caught by Dom. Chance onto net. Could bring the goal back. No, not going to find it just yet. Callum out to the side. The clock is ticking. Calamity to Berkey. No success. Over to Forceful. Still, they have to just make this overtime for the Sandstorm side. They have so much work to do, but they certainly can do it. Bumped up the ball is Kieran. Seeping into the back net, no success, off the bar, the ball will bounce, Callum, away it will go. Berkey to turn on it, past 1, into centre, off the backboard, could he get another touch? No, he cannot. Now over to Dom, to the side it will go, rolling on round, another chance, no success, Calamity once again, denied. 15 seconds now. And CCSW are stuck in their own half. They have got to go the distance. They have got to go to length, but the pitch, but a wide open end, and it could be disaster. The ball simmering in front of goal, and that one from Dom will secure it with 4 seconds left and 2 goals needed. The NCL Vikings, they are surely going to the LAN finals.
4 seconds, and it will be a hell of a celebration for NCL. The ball will most likely go down as Berkey still putting on a bit of performance, standing it up in the air, trying to set up for the final and 5th goal. But it will be, like you said, the NCL Vikings qualifying for the National LAN Grand Finals, where Exeter will be awaiting.
Huge props to NCL. A great win for them, but huge props for CCSW as well. They gave us a good series, gave some really close games. Their biggest issue was just closing out those games individually. NCL Vikings wrote a very well-deserved win, and for all those North fans out there, a very good representative for that LAN final.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's going to be quite a bloodbath between Exeter and the Vikings. And I got to ask you, Boyo, who is your MVP for this North Grand Final, and why is it Storm that joined in that game? No, I'm joking.
No, it's got to be Storm, of course. Honestly, I'm not too sure who I'm going to give it to. The whole team gave a really good series, and
yeah,
I don't want to kind of call it one specific way. I want to say, and I'm going to say in general, NCL Viking did really impress me. I don't want to give it to one specific player, but I'm curious who you have in mind anyway.
I mean, Berkey probably was the name that I feel like we called most. But in a weird way, I feel like Vorsful deserves it despite losing 5-1, because he did so much for the side of the Sandstorm. I mean, I want to see more from Vorsful. And I have to agree with you. The Vikings, they're such an well-oiled machine that nobody was a star player, as all 3 of them were at a completely, unison level. And this is going to be looking great for them going to the LAN Grand Finals, Boyo. And obviously, you had the pleasure to cover a bit more Rocket League than I have over the last season of Student Champ. So who do you think will take that one? Is it going to be the Vikings or Exeter?
Well, I'm going to go full bias mode here. I live in Scotland. It's in the north. So I'm going north all the way. No, not biased though. Just not biased. But I'm going north all the way. We'll see at the LAN Finals. To be announced, of course, when that is taking place and all sorts. So keep an eye on all our social medias to see when everything is happening. You do not want to miss it. With that all said, that is the end of Rocket League until the LAN Finals. I thank you all so much for watching. For everyone who's been on the show so far. Of course, Waxon filling in today. Crafters every other week. Jar Jam the last week as well. Having a great time on the show. Of course, Brad in the background doing the production. Thank you all for watching. Have a great rest of your night. And we'll see you for the LAN Finals. Can't wait.